Hey everyone, and happy December. I'm Heather with Heal with Heather Kristen, and I am going to be doing the horoscope readings for December. I'm going to be using the Energy Oracle card deck by Sandra Ann Taylor, as well as my personal deck, which is available on the Indigo's app. It's the Sparkle and Shine Oracle deck. They're all currently on sale right now for Black Friday, and that information will be in each of the posts for each of the readings. So what I wanted to do was get a little bit of feel for December. So I'm going to do a short overarching energy reading for the month of December, and then I will get into each of the individual horoscopes. So I've already had a feeling that December is going to be a month of inner reflection, a time to get quiet. I know December can be very hectic, whether with family or work, finishing up projects and things like that by the end of the year. There's a lot of things going on in December, but we have to make sure to take some time to go inside of ourselves and do a little soul searching. 2022, I've been feeling for months that 2022 is going to bring some massive energy shifts. And I'm still feeling that way. And in order to be prepared for those massive energy shifts, we need to be in the right place internally to prepare for those, okay? I have cards jumping right out of the deck. So let's do one more. Okay. Okay. So the first card is Blossoming Abundance. Second card, the Garden and the Gate. Third card, the Magician and the Mirror. Okay, so blossoming abundance, that's always a wonderful thing. We always want to be abundant in things in life. And then the Magician and the Mirror, that is a manifesting card. And it's to really see what we're manifesting for ourselves. The card in the center, though, really ties it together in an interesting way. It's telling me that a lot of us may be sitting back and saying, I want this for myself. I want this for myself. I want this job. I want this life. I want this kind of happiness. I want this kind of joy in my life. But we're not able to know how to get it. And so it looks to me that December is really going to be a month where we have to focus on our priorities. We have to focus on what we really want. We have to get serious about creating this life for ourselves because it is possible. It's absolutely doable. All we have to do is get started on the right track. Okay, so starting with, what are you thinking about? Where are you putting your focus? Where are you putting your energy? Law of attraction, where you put your energy is what you bring into your life. So where are you putting your energy? Are you putting your energy and your focus on things that you don't want? Are you attracting more of that into your life? Are you focusing on limiting beliefs like, okay, I don't have the education to get this job. I don't have the knowledge to be successful. I don't have the business know-how. I don't have place or time for a relationship. I'm not lovable enough. These are all questions that many of us ask ourselves daily. And so December is the time when we need to put focus on creating the energy behind where we want to take our life, okay? My go-to is a gratitude journal. What am I grateful for? What do I want to create? Vision boards. Vision boards are excellent. But it also goes hand in hand with healing. Healing is the most essential part of anything. We can't manifest if we still have limiting beliefs hanging over our head that I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not talented enough. If we still have these limiting beliefs hanging over our head, all of the creating that we can do or that we will do for ourselves goes nowhere. because we still have that underlying focus that I'm not good enough in some way, shape, or form. So December is not only a month where we need to put our ducks in a row to create the life we want, as far as manifesting, but it's also healing. Healing and manifesting are going to be really, really important this month. Okay, so I am going to get started with the individual horoscope readings, and I can't wait. Hey Capricorn, happy December. Let's see what cards I pull for you. Okay. I'm having a feeling of water. Maybe something for some of you, water travel, or travel over water. For some of you, maybe your body's needing water. Strength, there's our first card. Let's see. So having a feeling of greenery, like plants. Storm warning. I've gotten 3 of these today. It's some pretty strong energy for December. And excuse me, I bent over and you can see my little decorations. Our elves decorated last night. You can see one of the legs hanging up there. We have a couple of elves, so they get into mischief every night. Okay, so storm warning, strength. What is the third one, angels? Okay. Balance. Balance comes to mind too. Anxiety. This is coming up frequently today too. Okay, December. December is a rough month for people, and it feels like it's going to be kind of a 2021 rough month too. Okay, so Capricorn. Water is still coming up. So for you guys, storm warning. Usually it's a meaning of something to come, like a life lesson, something impending. For some of you guys, I think this is an actual physical storm warning. Like maybe some of you who live by the ocean, something like that. It feels like water. But I'm getting very, very strong water, visions of water for all of you Capricorns this month. For some of you, for some of you, they're saying go with the flow. So this may be a month to not push too hard in your job, in your life, not be too demanding of other people or situations. Don't push too hard. Go with the flow, as in see what things come. I know this is definitely a month to kind of be internal and to work on some internal life lessons, things like that. So I think just overall, this is not the month to push for things that you want, to be demanding of people's time or energy. Just this is a month to kind of sit with yourself, to do things you enjoy, that you love doing. Not push too much on time, like fill your schedule with too many things, too many engagements, too many parties. I also have a feeling, with COVID, that things could be shifting and changing very quickly. So be flexible. And if something doesn't work out, if a plan doesn't work out, or something needs to change, go with the flow in that, okay, just be accepting and See what else you can find for yourself to do. Okay, give yourself options this month. That's also going to help with anxiety. If there's any anxiety that's related to, you made plans and you're really excited about these plans, and all of a sudden something shifts and changes and you can't do the plans anymore. If you're going with the flow and you're saying, okay, I'm okay, we can find something else to do, we can alter our plans, we can change, we can yada yada, it's going to help with you feeling anxious about plans changing, things canceling at the last minute. Okay, so this is not the year to really make plans and be dead set on having those plans set in stone, and then if they fall apart, you're really upset. Things are going to shift and change. I feel a lot of energy flowing and shifting and changing, and it's changing daily. It's not something that we can predict. So that's why I'm saying be flexible, go with the flow, and try not to be anxious about things. It's just take a deep breath. Yes, things change, something canceled. It's okay. We'll do this instead. Okay, it's not the end of the world. Okay, that being said, let's see, storm warning. Okay, I'm also seeing, for some of you, this storm warning, people cropping up out of the past. So people, or maybe even karmic situations coming back to repeat themselves. Some of you are going to be presented with things that feel familiar. Maybe actual people from your past are coming back, and maybe you're not too crazy about these people. Maybe these people have been trouble in the past, or they've caused you heartache. Maybe family members who you like to distance yourself from for certain reasons. Maybe old relationships, people you've had a relationship with, maybe they're coming back into your life for some reason. So there's all sorts of different possibilities for all of you out there. But it could mean someone is coming back into your life, and they're going to stir up some feelings that you thought were gone, that you thought you dealt with. And it's the universe is trying to show you that they're not gone. You haven't completely dealt with them, and you're still hanging on to them, and they're still causing you some problems energetically. So this is the time, caveat, this is also really great for if you have plans that change, things that change. What feelings are coming up? I am a planner, and that comes from my childhood and childhood traumas. I have to have a plan. That's what makes me feel safe. And when plans go awry, I lose it a little bit because I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? I don't have that security net of a plan, of a structure. So for some of you are going to be in the same place as I am, in that you make plans for Christmas and then something falls apart, something changes, and anxiety, you freak out because you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do next? Okay, that is part of the lessons. That is part of learning. What feelings are coming up for you? Okay, do you have this overarching fear of, oh my God, everything's going to fall apart if my plans change? Where does that fear come from? How can you work through that fear? Okay, a lot of you with past trauma, that is a big one. Having a plan helps you feel safe because so many things changed or were taken away from you as a child. So knowing that you have a plan is that security for you. So these are some of the themes that Capricorn is going to be seeing throughout December, is plans changing, people coming out from the past, feelings being delved up that you thought you had taken care of, that you thought were long gone. And this is the time to heal those feelings, okay? So we're coming back to our angel of strength here. Angel of strength is telling us that instead of running from those emotions, instead of burying those emotions, we have to step forward and feel them. We have to feel them. We have to sort through them, as in, feeling them But not only feeling them is actually being present in the feeling itself, okay? So that may mean visualizing yourself back in that time. How would you change your karma? Because your karma repeats itself, right? Because you do the same things over and over again. So in order to break your karma, you have to do something different. How would you do something different in that time? How, if you were presented with a similar situation now in the present, how would you change that karma by doing something different? Okay? It's standing up for yourself. It's coming to terms with fears. Maybe you have a fear of being alone. And holiday plans, you make all these holiday plans so you don't have to be alone. And bam, your plans start changing and falling apart, and you come face to face with your fear of being alone. Okay? These are all life lessons. These are all facing our fears to learn something that's very important to our spiritual development. So, for you, Capricorn, oops, moving my thing again, my apologies. That's going to be part of your work this month, okay? So, one last thing I am going to do is read a card from my deck. Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn. Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine is a loving card. It is a card that teaches us that love is unconditional, and we can give that love to anyone and everyone. It also tells us that that divine love is present whenever we need it to fight our fears. Whenever we're faced with a fear, love is the answer. Okay? Love is the most powerful emotion in the universe, and it always conquers fear. Love and fear are the two base emotions. Everything else stems from fear. Everything else stems from love. When you put the two together, love will always conquer fear. So if you have fears, face them in a loving way, okay? Say, for example, you're afraid of being alone, like I used earlier. You can be alone in a loving way, okay? Why are you alone, or why are you afraid to be alone? Are you afraid that no one loves you? Well, you can love yourself. We should love ourselves. That should be the first person that we love, is ourselves. So whatever fears you're dealing with this month, let unconditional love overcome those fears, okay? I think that's it. That's the one thing that's popping out at me from that card to be applied to you guys, okay? So I'm sending you lots of love this month. Good luck. I hope you have a wonderful December, and I will see you back here in January.